r/Nosleep. Posted by you/AliciaNoedel. My husband came home from work today. But this guy isn't my husband. We live a normal life. We have a beautiful little 2-year-old baby girl. Yeah, we're both pretty weird and love paranormal everything and are pretty alternative in style, but in this day and age that's normal. Today was a typical day. Hubby kissed me and the baby goodbye this morning and left like he does every morning. Me and the baby go about our day playing and cleaning. We even decided to make Daddy's favorite dinner. He gets out at 6 p.m. and it takes him about 15 minutes to drive home. He usually calls me and we talk till he drives up, but today at 6 o'clock almost on the dot my doorbell rings. I peek and see it's my husband. I open the door and greet him, telling him I didn't expect to see him so soon since he didn't call. He says, "Oh, I guess I forgot, honey." When he spoke my skin crawled. I instantly noticed something was off about him. He was making me feel like he was a crooked painting on the wall. Unnerving. Not to mention in our entire 5-year relationship he's never called me honey. I'm just being paranoid because the night before we had watched Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and sometimes movies like that make me question my reality. "Can you let me in, babe?" he says, breaking my thought. "Sorry baby." I open the door and he walks in. Instead of going to his usual chair to take off his work boots, he goes to the couch, which is weird. The baby runs out of her play area to do her and her daddy's little love game they do when he gets home, but when she got 4 feet away from him she stopped and runs to my side. "Say hi to daddy, sweetie." She hesitates and looks at me but eventually says hi daddy. He says nothing to her, just waves at her. "We made your favorite for dinner, babe." I look at him with a smile. "Oh, what it is?" My husband is a big boy, he loves his food, and we both know his favorite dinner is meatloaf and my special mac and cheese. And my baby has never once reacted to her own daddy like that. I mean, they're best friends, for God's sake. She waits all day to see her daddy. I put the baby in the high chair to eat and I sit down next to her. He stays sitting on the couch, just sitting there with a resting smile, staring at the blank TV. I stay analyzing him from my seat. Were his eyes always that dark? Was that what he was wearing when he left this morning? "Where's your keys, babe?" I asked him. "In my pocket," he replied. "Then why did you ring the doorbell instead of just coming in?" "I must have left them here." My mind starts reeling. This isn't my fucking husband, bro. I don't know who this motherfucker is, but it's not the father of my child. I tell the baby that we have to go to sleep early because we have to go to grandma's in the morning, even though that wasn't true. I scooped her up and sheepishly walked past him to get to my bedroom. "Good night, girls," he says as we pass. Once I get out of his line of sight I bolt down the hallway into my room and lock the door. The baby and I are watching a movie now. I just texted my husband's phone and say "I love you" just to see if he responds. Husband texts back, "I love you too, baby. Daddy will be home soon. We just had a lot of extra stuff to move over here. Give Bubby a kiss for me." I freeze as the realization of something pretending to be my husband is in my house. I'm in a room with no protection with my precious baby, and the only thing separating us, and whatever that is a 1-inch thick flimsy door fully sets in. I texted him back explaining somewhat that there's someone in the house and I can't call 911 for fear of him hearing me. It's currently 6:45 p.m. and I can hear police sirens coming closer. But I see him. I see his feet under the crack of the door. All I can do is sit in the furthest corner of the room behind my dresser with my sleeping child on my lap and pray that the cops get here before it decides it's gonna do whatever it came here to do. I know what you guys are thinking. This girl is Cookie Dukes and needs a one-way ticket to the loony bin, but please believe me when I tell you this is real, and you guys have to listen. I'm telling you this cause I feel I owe it to you, not for my story but for your safety. First I want to say myself, my precious baby, and my husband are alive, but we are far from well. Most of last night was spent being interviewed by cops and what I believe to be the CIA. Apparently my husband, frantically coming home, got here just in time to witness the police forcefully entering our home. Screams and a symphony of gunshots rang out into the previously quiet night. Yet I could hear him over it all, screaming, "Be careful, my wife and kid is in there." Then he saw it. A twisted version of himself, a creature fleeing our home at inhuman speed. It looked into his eyes and he felt the evil inside it. 3 officers lost their lives last night, 3 of them. I'm fixated on the body-shaped blood stains on my previously beautiful carpet. I couldn't look at the bodies even if I wanted to, as I was trying to comfort my inconsolable daughter. 2 years old, and she's just experienced something that will affect her probably forever. The police told me that the cops' bodies were mutilated pretty badly though. After everything was over and all the interviewers, coroner, cops, and agents left, my husband and I couldn't sleep. We held each other crying for a bit. We spent the night watching over the baby's crib, phone in hand, trying to figure out what the thing was. Now first I want to say this wasn't an isolated incident. Oh no, this was closer to an invasion but not from an alien species. These things were more like demons. Reports from all over the world of not only people's stories but also news reports of entire families brutally slain in their homes. No signs of forced entry and no suspects or leads. The little info I found claims these malevolent beings are demonic. If you're not religious, that's fine. I'm not trying to make you believe in God, I'm just telling you the facts I have. They not only want to cause pain, destruction, and chaos, but they keep the victims' souls like they are war trophies. Cops told us we were one of the lucky ones. God, I feel so lucky. Sarcasm. Apparently it stalks its prey for at least a week. Learning the family's routine and the person it's going to impersonate's mannerisms. Learning how to blend. But they don't know details about memories and the person's trait, they only can mimic what they see. So even if they have no weaknesses that I can find, this might be a way to tell who's real. When I saw the yellow eyes outside my window I didn't even bat an eye. But now I realize that was it watching. And makes me wonder if it still is. We're talking about moving, but I know it will follow and find us if it really wants us. And I'm sure it won't miss twice. Something like this makes you question every person you come across. I mean, these fucking things can apparently look like anyone or thing they want. I read a report about a family of 4 in Wyoming whose puppy was acting weird, so they brought it inside. Turns out the dog was one of them. According to the neighbors' statements, they heard the dog groaning and the mother of the family come out to get it. Next day they were found due to the amount of blood on the inside of the windows. Police found the decomposing remains of the dog behind a big oak tree on the outskirts of the backyard. The neighborhood ally cat, the little boy who lives across the street, the sweet old widow down the street who's give you homemade cookies on Christmas, your own child, and apparently your own spouse can be one of them. I feel like there's something bigger going on here though. Why is this happening? Where did they come from? How many unexplained murders are because of these things? How long do my family and I have left? Will I ever get to see my baby start school, ride a bike, graduate? All I know is if this fucker comes back we're ready. We had a medicine man come and bless our house. We have salt lines around the house and entrances, windows, etc. We also went to the arms store and bought an assault rifle. We're not just gonna be sitting ducks. There's a reason why everyone who's intuitive has been feeling a change in the atmosphere lately, and I bet my life savings that this shit right here is the reason. I was raised Catholic, however I've never been very religious. But this shit has me doing things that you'd see in a stupid cliché horror flick. I've dipped my AR bullets in holy water before loading it. One after another till I dipped all 100 rounds that fit into the clip. And I don't even know if it's gonna do anything anyway. I'd like to address comments from part 1. This, my friend, is not a skinwalker. I lived on a pueblo for 10 years of my life and have seen them. This was like a skinwalker on non-stepped on crack mixed with anabolic steroids. Lizard person feels less malevolent. It's not an alien because it has never been alive. One said I was hallucinating or I might have Alzheimer's. Haha bro, I fucking wish, because if that were true then my child wouldn't be in danger from me dreaming up the whole thing, plus I'm only 23 haha. All I know is this thing is one of many, but this particular one chose the wrong family to fuck with because I'd go against the whole world for my baby. I think that it's worth everyone taking precautions. Whisper a code word into your family's ear before they leave. And have them say it when they get home. Be mindful of your surroundings. Because if you and your family are its next victims, then that means one thing for sure. It's watching you right now.